So we are going to solve this question, which is a given an array nums and an integer. We have to return the number of non-empty subsequence of sums of nums such that the sum of all the elements in the sequence is equals to 2k. So basically in this question we have to do one thing, like we have given a num which has some elements in it, we have an k also, so we have to return the count of the non-empty subsequence which is equals to the sum of the all elements is equals to k. So we have to return the count of all those sub arrays which has a sum is equals to k. So this is the question which is asking for us. So I have to explore all the possible ways in which all the sub I have to generate all the possible sub arrays from this to know that does all the sum is equals to k or not. So this is the question we have. So um, uh, so uh, at first I need to generate all the subsequence and see that does and see that how many, basically a number I have to return number give me sum equals to k. This is the question I have to do. I have to pick I have to generate all the possible subsequences. So I'll do one thing, I'll simply apply recursion over it. So recursion basic tree, like I'll go on this index and I'll ask whether I have to pick it or not pick it or not pick it. In this recursion tree I will end up generating all the subsequences, keep all the subsequence which has a sum is equals to k. So likewise I will do it. So in this base case what I can think of is that, like when so I'll do one thing, whatever sequence I'm generating I'll take a sum of it and subtract it from k, and at the end when the k is 0, that means I have found the right subsequence which has sum is equals to k. So base case basically equals to when my k is equals to 0. At that time, uh, if my k is equals to 0, at that time what will happen, I'll insert that particular subsequence into my final array. Let's say this current is array, and which is ans is a final array. So in that case I will insert it. Another base case I can think of, that it happens that when I'm generating all the possible subsequences, it can happen that I will go beyond the sum k, means I will cross the 10 value. Maybe I got a subsequence where all the sum is equals to 12. So in this case I will end up having a negative value. So in that case what I will do, if my k is go beyond 0 and or I have reached to the last nums dot length, I have exhausted I have exhausted the length of the given array. Then in that case I will return, because this is not a valid case and there is nothing to put in the answer. So index I will this is index is basically keeping track of the positions of the nums array, which I will iterate one by one. So in this case I just have to simply return nothing to put in my array. So these are the base cases I can think of right now, and I'll apply simply recursion over this problem with these base cases. Let's go on code and try to do it. So here we are with the question. So let me first create a answer a variable array. This is a final array which will store all the subsequences, and here I will have this current for the multiple subsequences, and I will take our index over here also, which is 0, to keep it to iterate over this nums array. And apart from it, I will have, let's call it target, which is k. Over here I'll keep the value of k in the target, and let's write our function now. Let's call it count subsequence with target sum get. Simply call this it like this, and here I will have to pass these things necessary, and index is necessary, and target is necessary, and have to pass the key nums also over here, and I think have to pass over here the length of the nums array. Let n equals to nums dot length also we have to pass it. Okay, fine, like this. And at the end, what we have to do, return the length of this ans, because we have to return the count of all the subsequences, so we have to return the ans dot length. Simple, like this. Now let's go and write this recursion code over here like this. Over here I am passing answer, I am passing current, I am passing index, I am passing, and target I am passing over here, nums I am passing over here, and I am passing over here. Okay, fine. Now it's time to write our base cases. Okay, now if my target is equals to 0, then in that case I'll simply put the current in my answer array and just simply return from that particular branch. And apart from this, other base cases, if my target goes below 0, that's negative, and target is less than 0, and I'm exhausted with the given array idx equals to n, then in that case simply I have to return, nothing to explore much. Then have to write the at first, when I am calling a recursion, I will pick the first element, so just have to put in the current dot push, and we have given a nums array, and this is idx, which is our index to track the elements in the arrays, like this. And after this we will call the recursion that ans current over here, and index we have moved the one we have moved one place more, like we have uh, gone from this position to this position, index plus 1. Now we have picked the element, then we have to subtract it, target minus nums idx, first element have to subtract it from the given target. Now apart from this, we have to pass nums, and there's a n over here. Okay, fine. And a backtracking step, uh, current dot pop will do like this. And if we don't pick the element in the recursion array, then for that I'm writing the condition for here, like for the right branches, which is ans over here, current over here, and idx plus 1. And in that case we did not pick the element, then I don't need to subtract anything from target, nums n over here, like this. And yeah, this is fine. When this is over, just put everything over in the ans and return at the ans length at the end. Let's go and try to submit it. Okay, this is fine. Let's call it. Okay, this is accepted. So mainly the in this question, the we have to keep in mind one thing, like when your target is 0, like you have reached you actually got that particular subsequence which has a target value 0, and this is a valid subsequence basically, so put it in the answer array. Other base cases have to make sure that while doing this recursion, your target must not go below the 0, and if it's goes to 0, you have to return. If you are exhausted with the length of the array, you just have to return. And over here we are simply putting the element in the current array, and over here we are calling a recursion for the left branch where we actually picked up the element, so we are subtracting it from the given target. And on the right we have not picked up the element, so we are not subtracting it over here. And at the end we're just returning the length of the uh, 2D array. So yeah, this is it.